So here we have another inequality. I want to solve it by graphing this one. I'm only asking you to graph it out, not asking you about any specific points on it. We do still, no matter what, need to isolate y on it. So if we subtract 10x from both sides, we get negative, change colors, we get negative 5y is greater than negative 10x. Fully isolate y, we'll divide both sides by negative 5. And this raises a point that you may have forgotten about inequalities. We will cancel the negative 5s. We will have y on the left. But the important point here is that we've divided by a negative number. Anytime we divide by a negative, we do need to flip the direction of the sign around. Doesn't matter if it has an equal to or not. If it had an equal to, it would keep it. But when we divide by a negative, we need to flip the direction of the sign and then proceed with the math as usual. Negative 10x over negative 5 would be 2x. We can go to the graphing calculator now. Go to y equals. Now, if you have the inequalities app still running from before, you might be wondering why you don't have the soft keys at the bottom. That's just because the cursor isn't on top of the sign. If we move it back over to the left, we would get the soft keys if the app was running. Mine isn't, so I just have to go back in, start the inequalities app, and I'm right back to it. So the sign I need is the second one. To change the sign, I need to press alpha and then the corresponding button. Arrow off of it, I need to input 2x. Graph it out. And you can see on this example, it is clearly a dotted line that we have. As I've said before, the difference between a solid and dotted line is important. And you can look at the inequality itself to know whether or not it's going to be solid or dotted. This inequality, y is less than 2x. We have no equal to line, so we have a dotted line. If we had an equal to in that inequality, we'd have a solid line. Think of it this way. Y is less than 2x. Y has to be completely less than. 2x is not okay. In this situation, think of it as your little brother, your little sister being annoying, putting their finger right up to your face, saying, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, and it's exactly like that. So when we draw this out, we do need to draw the dotted line. Again, my art skills are not that great, so do the best you can. Shading in the shading from the calculator, and that would be the solution to that inequality.